I'm here. Enough samples. I should head back and take a closer look at them.
So, have you read the project documentation? Oh, yeah, I started to, but then I got distracted. It's really long and, well, hey, don't be offended, a little boring. I don't care what you think about it. It's a simple task, just do it. Aren't you even a little bit curious about what distracted me? Do I have to know? Hey, the elevators. We could turn them into drop towers to simulate zero-gravity conditions. What for? What do you mean, what for? Because it'll be sick. Why else? Read my lips. We're not here to have fun. How the hell did you end up so puffed up? Puffed up? Me? You have got to be kidding me. I'm your benchmark personality. I should be asking you how you ended up treating science as a diversion. Oh, simple. Now, I never stopped enjoying it. Looks like you did, benchmark personality, huh? My dissertation was a banger. Then came the money. Travel opportunities, cool, fun people to work with. I don't blame you for envying me. Are you telling me you never faced any complications in your scientific career? Maybe that's your problem. Things just went too smoothly for you. Yeah, you think I'm spoiled. Did you consider that maybe things went smoothly for me because of who I am? Really? And who are you? The enfant terrible of science. And you know what? I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Because from the looks of it, well, I'm the only spontaneous person around here. Sometimes I regret our parents didn't call us Lee. I could be known as Spontaneously. Get it? You'll find out what real problems are in here. Be prepared to learn a lot. Ooh, so scary. Wake me up when the real fun starts. Looks like we're running out of storage space. So, have you read the project documentation? I thought you'd never ask. Well, here's the good news. In terms of content, it's not complete nonsense. But as far as the style is concerned, the turn of phrase, wording, narrative, likeness, it's embarrassingly inapproachable. I hate to say it, but you'd never get this junk published. Oh, I'm glad you appreciate the content, because that's what really matters. I couldn't care less about the form. Besides, you don't genuinely think we can count on an audience in the near future? Short-sighted, limited, unimaginative thinking. Science is not just facts and figures. It's worthless if it doesn't resonate with the general public. It is our duty to open up to that universal need to understand the world in synergy, the inconceivable, hand in hand with common knowledge. Believe me when I tell you, narrow specialization is a trap. You can't understand everything about everything. I can, and so could you if you wanted to. Did you know our brain absorbs over 1 megabyte of information per second? And that a vast amount of that data results in instant decisions made by our body? Think about it. Our subconsciousness deciding for us. I am familiar with fast thinking, thank you. But do you understand what it really means? Our brain listens to those subtle impulses of the body. Heart rate, sweating, instant memories, and associations gathered in the course of experience. In other words, intuition. You can't ignore it, just as you can't ignore the human factor in science. Are you a scientist or a storyteller? Huh. Is there a difference, I ask? Look around you. Science is everywhere. Let me show you something. Imagine this is us here. And this is science. All we need to do is bend our perception of it, and bingo. Impressive, right? What is? Ending up in the same place we were? No, realizing that something that seemed so far away from our field of study can be so close, so relevant. You know what I think is relevant? That you're gonna have to talk less and do more here. I know what I'm doing. Contrary to most of us around here. I've decided to make it my mission to make sure our work is as accessible and interdisciplinary as possible. You'll thank me later. It ain't so bad, right? algae have a crystal atomic structure, almost like shards. Wait a minute. I think I'm on the brink of formulating a hypothesis. Oh, I wonder what Yambot would have to say about it. Hey, Yambot. I've come up with a working hypothesis I'd like to share. Remember when we talked about the prism barrier having some correlation with the ecosystem here? Let me guess. You think it might be playing a role in protecting the oasis, too. The structure of the samples I collected seemed to resemble the shards that were scattered on the planet after our landing. And they contain crystallized rubidium. Interesting hypothesis. But it has a flaw. I know that, thank you. The prism barrier doesn't protect the planet from the sun. That's why I'm wondering if there is anything unique to the atomic structure of rubidium present in the oasis. Some kind of quality to its framework that turns it into a special material. A metamaterial. How about we call it the metamaterial hypothesis? Huh. Creative. Thank you. However, your hypothesis is founded on a vast amount of theoretical guessing with very little empirical data. Yes, I don't like it either. This calls for a SAM. And when you say SAM, you mean a highly specialized sample analyzer module. Of course. Based on a much more innovative and versatile approach to examining specimens than Ally Corp would ever care to finance. Your predecessor almost built it at one point, but he, got so consumed with designing it that he, forgot about providing fuel for the base. It meant spending the last 5 years of the hot cycle in extreme energy saving mode. I can't stop wondering, how is it possible that through all these years, he made such inconsiderable progress? Of course, I understand that he had to create all those tools from scratch and that his life conditions weren't exactly advantageous. Still, it seems unbelievable that he would abandon so completely the main reason why he stayed on this planet, researching the oasis itself. As the aforementioned example proves, he didn't abandon it. He simply struggled with many more obstacles than you have to deal with, paving the way for you, just like he did with the SAM design. How do I go about building it? The blueprints are almost ready. All they need are a few finishing strokes. You should be able to find them in the lab. Time to get to work then. I must make one request before you go. What is it? Let me know what you find when you process the samples in the SAM. It's groundbreaking technology, and for better or worse, my neurological patterns were involved in creating it. They have a right to know what came of it. I'll see where it gets me. Thank you.
There's nothing more for me to do here. Want me to switch my attention to this? There's nothing more for me to do here. Want me to switch my attention to this? I'd like to draw your attention to something.
You wanted to discuss something? Yes, I have got an idea. Well, plenty of ideas, but there is one thing I would love to bounce off you immediately. That's what I'm here for. Let's hear it. Okay, listen to this. We know that the surface of the planet undergoes dozens of unique processes that must influence its geological structure. One of them is the formation of the oasis, a thing you're looking into yourself. Truly fascinating. But I'm curious about something else. Anomalies. Go on. Well, we don't really know much about them. We've established how each of them can affect us and how we can neutralize them. What about the planet, huh? Surely anomalies must affect the geological matter they interact with. That's a sensible assumption. I don't need much. A small workplace, one evening, and a piece of rock harvested from a specific non-neutralized static anomaly. I marked them on the map for you. Wait, what do you mean by non-neutralized? I need the sample to be as pure as possible. Uncontaminated by the illuminator's radiation or whatever residue a destroyed anomaly leaves behind. So you want me to run into it and waste an anomaly shield? If that's what you prefer. Or you could just take the radiation surge. It's not that strong. Come on. It's just one evening. We can always abandon the project. I do it all the time. I have to admit, you've sparked my curiosity. Let's give it a try. Awesome. Hey, you'll see. We are going to uncover something spectacular. I should break down those results on the whiteboard. He's going to start bouncing off the walls when he hears this. Good day. Hey, Yambot. I built a SAM, and it worked. Amazing. Did you know that, I once met a girl named Sam. She told me that she was a fan. I wrote her an ode. It made her feet cold. And that was the last I saw Sam. I'm so sorry. Absurdist phase attack. You never know when it's going to hit. I'm surprised to be saying this, but I actually don't mind it that much. It gives you an unpredictable quality. That's very kind of you. Unpredictable behavior can be associated with human imperfection. Of course, it can also be the result of a systemic flaw or coding error. Did I mention I can make mistakes? Can't we disable it somehow? I'd be grateful if you found a way. It is extremely embarrassing. Let's talk about my results, shall we? The sooner the better. My analysis has revealed that there must be an underground vein of rupidium beneath the oasis. But it's not pure rupidium. My intuition pointing to it having a different quality was correct. And when you say different quality, you mean... It seems it reacts with the substance coming from those peculiar geysers on the surface. The geysers. That's interesting. I should be able to provide you with a chemical formula of the geyser water. Great. That could speed things up significantly. Excellent progress, Jan. He knew that a SAM would prove essential to this project. Any thoughts on next priorities? If only we could discover more samples. I feel they might be guarding many more of this planet's secrets. What if it's possible to fertilize other parts of the surface? You could start by trying to develop this substance yourself. Yes, it will require designing some new infrastructure elements. I think I already have ideas. You'll also need to find a way to store it in the base safely. Naturally. Well, I'd better get to work at once then. Good luck. Don't forget to let me know about the results. I'm so excited, Jan. I wouldn't even mind saying something absurd right now. But nothing's coming to me when needed. Oh well, over and out. Did I tell you I dabbled in metamaterials myself back in the day? Really? Did you come up with any cool gear? Plenty. But my most prized gem was a lens with a negative refractive index. How exciting is that? Oh man, a lens. Yeah. Amazing.
I'd like to draw your attention to something.
You wanted to talk? Did you know that before becoming a globally acclaimed science communicator, I dabbled in robotics somewhat? Of course, that's why I created you. In that case, surely you must be impatient to put those unparalleled skills of mine to the best possible use. Just get to the point, please. Le point. Naturellement. Let me ask you a question. When it comes to the efficiency of human-operated technology, which should be the deciding element? Human competence or machine performance? Well, if the machine is well designed, it should be able to work efficiently without much human intervention. But what if the machine is well designed for certain circumstances, but those circumstances suddenly change? A magnetic storm arrives. A gravitational anomaly impacts the topography. Here, let me show you something. Imagine this is an adequately designed, properly maintained mining outpost. And this is the competent professional responsible for operating it. Now, what do you think this means? The competent professional falls under the outpost, causing a very unfortunate accident. I don't think you've been paying attention. Focus. It means that the advantages of the two can be combined, creating a new, unique quality. As in a profound relationship where 1 and 1 do not simply equal 2. The same applies to robotics. The perfect machine is the one that can absorb the attributes of its human operator without the need for any intervention. It's almost like mind reading, but without the necessity for the mind to be present. What exactly are you suggesting? A next-generation smart mining outpost equipped with an autonomous decision-making system independent of the individual operator's skills. You mean speeding up mining even if it's assigned to someone who's never seen a drill outside of a blueprint? What are you trying to imply? I like it. What do you need to make it happen? I'm glad you asked. Because there is actually one little piece missing from this puzzle. The smart autonomous decision-making system I designed in the days of my humble robotic career was part of an ambitious commercial project. And it so happened that all the documentation was kept by my assistant. You mean you don't remember it? Of course I don't remember it. It was a big company and my role was to conceive ideas, incubate solutions. My assistant was there to nurture them and, well, make sure that the numbers add up. To put it bluntly, she took care of the less intellectually demanding mundane elements of running an R&D lab. A true sidekick. Don't we all wish we had someone like that at hand? Yes, well, it didn't last long, I'm afraid. Kathy had, well, issues with my leading role in our department. She was simply jealous of my ideas. And now we will have to talk to her. You mean a quantum projection of her? Even if, by some miracle, she did exist somewhere on Earth, the Kathy you knew, the one that kept the documentation of your ideas, she's not real. Of course, I meant that. Remember, we don't need her in physical form, just a quantum simulation of what a person like her would have in their head, being part of my life path. The QC has my mind records, and it's already created a model like Yanbot. What could be easier than recreating a model of Kathy's mind for us? Okay, I suppose it could work. Let's try it and see where it takes us. Fantastic. Just let me get that tiny piece of information from Kathy, and I promise to turn our mining infrastructure to gold. I've prepared that research station you wanted. Perfect. Looks like I have all the tools I need. Where are you going to set it up? Oh, I'll just seize an empty corridor. A corridor? Sure, if that's what you want. One more thing. I'm still waiting for that sample in case you forgot. I didn't forget.
The geologist better use that sample properly. I'm not walking into another anomaly for him.
I got your anomaly sample. Awesome. Oh, I bet harvesting it was exciting, huh? That's one way to put it. Make it worth my while, okay? I promise I will.